You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever felt like someone doesn't like you, but they just won't say it? It could be the way they avoid eye contact, give a lukewarm hug, or offer a polite but insincere compliment. Moments like these leave us wondering, did I do something wrong? Or, are they just pretending to be nice? These subtle signs of hidden dislike can be confusing and leave us feeling uncertain about how someone really feels toward us. Maybe you felt frustrated or hurt by someone's distant behavior, but couldn't quite pinpoint why. If left unchecked, these emotions can cause deeper emotional distress. It's difficult to deal with a situation where someone dislikes you, but masks it behind politeness. However, by learning to recognize these subtle signals, you can protect yourself emotionally and navigate relationships with more clarity and confidence. Relationships play a crucial role in our lives, and maintaining healthy connections requires understanding others' emotions and intentions. When you learn to identify hidden signs of dislike, you become more capable of managing your emotions and making wise decisions about whether to maintain or distance yourself from certain relationships. This skill is essential because unclear emotions can drain your energy and cause unnecessary anxiety. When someone dislikes you but hides it, it's easy to feel confused and vulnerable. While these underlying signals may not be obvious, they can significantly affect your mood, behavior, and relationships. According to Stoic philosophy, we cannot control how others feel or behave toward us. The only thing we can control is our response. By accepting that not everyone will like us, we free ourselves from the burden of chasing approval and instead focus on maintaining inner peace. This shift in mindset allows us to stay calm and act with wisdom, even in situations where we encounter hidden hostility. In this video, we will explore 7 common signs that someone doesn't like you, but is hiding it. These signs can be very subtle and difficult to detect, from distant body language to a cold attitude in communication. Behavior when recognizing these signs, based on the Stoic philosophy, keeps the mind calm. Do not overreact and focus on your own inner freedom. Let's explore these subtle signs in communication and discover how to rise above rejection with intelligence, grace, and inner peace. You'll see that life becomes easier when you release expectations about others' feelings and embrace the freedom that comes from mastering your own mind. 1. They communicate with you coldly. Communication is the bridge that connects us to others. But sometimes, you may encounter conversations that feel cold or indifferent. The other person replies with short, emotionless responses, leaving you wondering, did I do something wrong? Situations like these can cause discomfort and emotional distress, especially if you don't know how to handle them effectively. Identifying coldness in communication. When someone gives short, non-enthusiastic replies, such as simply saying, okay, sure, or whatever, without adding any emotion, you may feel ignored or disrespected. They might avoid eye contact, refrain from asking questions, or show little interest in the conversation. For example, imagine texting your coworker Jake to invite him to lunch, and his only response is, sure. There's no follow-up, no inquiry about the time or place. This kind of response can leave you feeling insecure, wondering if you did something to upset him. However, the coldness you sense isn't always about you. The other person may be dealing with a tough day or personal issues that you're unaware of. In these moments, blaming yourself or trying to guess their thoughts only adds unnecessary stress to your life. A Stoic lesson. Staying calm and composed. According to Stoic philosophy, we cannot control the emotions or actions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you encounter cold communication, instead of stressing or overanalyzing, accept that their emotions are beyond your control. Don't let their behavior influence your emotional state. This doesn't mean ignoring their feelings entirely. It means staying calm and approaching the situation wisely. If there's truly an issue between you, they'll express it. If not, see this as an opportunity to practice inner peace and emotional stability. Lisa, a 35-year-old marketing professional living in Chicago, often interacts with colleagues and clients. One day, she emailed a coworker for feedback on an important project. only to receive a one-word response. Okay. No feedback, no suggestions, just a single word. At first, Lisa felt frustrated and disappointed, wondering if she had done something wrong. But instead of letting her emotions take over, she decided to apply Stoic principles. She told herself, "This response doesn't define my value. I've done my part, and their emotions aren't mine to control." Lisa carried on with her day, maintaining her composure. The next day, she discovered that her coworker had been overwhelmed with another project. By staying calm and avoiding unnecessary conflict, Lisa kept her mood positive and continued her work with ease. The benefits of staying calm in the face of coldness reduces stress and anxiety. By stopping yourself from overthinking others' emotions, you free your mind from unnecessary worry and maintain a sense of peace. Builds self-confidence. When you don't let someone's coldness affect you, you become more self-assured and less dependent on external validation. Strengthens relationships. Responding with calmness and respect helps you maintain healthy relationships and avoid unnecessary tension. How to apply Stoic wisdom in daily life. Remind yourself of what you can control. When faced with cold behavior, ask yourself, is there emotion within my control? If not, let it go and focus on what you can influence, your own actions. Avoid making assumptions. Rather than guessing why someone is being distant, approach the situation calmly and, if necessary, ask them directly with kindness. Focus on what you can do well. Always remember that your value isn't tied to how others react. Focus on doing your best and let go of the need for external approval. Finding peace in any situation. Dealing with someone's cold behavior can be challenging, but how you respond is what truly matters. Stoic philosophy teaches us that letting go of what we can't control leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember, not all coldness is your fault. Every time you encounter it, see it as an opportunity to practice emotional stability and personal growth. Just like Lisa from Chicago, you'll discover that staying composed helps you navigate relationships smoothly and keeps your mind at ease. Peace doesn't come from others, it comes from within you. 2. Distant body language. Have you ever noticed someone avoiding eye contact or subtly stepping away when standing near you? These subtle gestures may seem insignificant at first, but over time they can leave you wondering, did I do something wrong? Do they not like me? It's natural to feel uneasy when you sense distant body language from others. However, Stoic philosophy offers powerful guidance. It teaches us to accept that not everyone will like us, and that's perfectly okay. Recognizing distant body language. Distant body language can take many forms, such as avoiding eye contact during conversations, leaning away or stepping back when standing near you, crossing their arms or maintaining a closed-off posture, avoiding physical contact like handshakes or friendly touches. These behaviors, while subtle, can send a powerful message. You might feel that the person isn't comfortable around you or is trying to create distance for some reason. This can lead to feelings of confusion, insecurity, or rejection, especially if you don't understand the cause. Michael, a 32-year-old tech consultant living in New York City, often meets new clients and attends professional networking events. One day, while introducing himself to a potential business partner, he noticed that the other person avoided eye contact and stood a few steps away from him. Initially, Michael felt awkward and unsure. He wondered if he had said something wrong or if the other person simply didn't like him. However, instead of dwelling on the encounter, Michael applied Stoic principles. He reminded himself, not everyone will like me, and that's okay. Their behavior doesn't define my worth. With that mindset, Michael chose to remain friendly and professional. Instead of overanalyzing the situation, he focused on making the best impression he could. By the end of the event, the distant client approached Michael to discuss a potential collaboration, proving that initial body language isn't always a reliable indicator of someone's feelings. Accepting what's beyond your control. According to Stoic philosophy, we cannot control how others feel or behave toward us. Some people will naturally connect with us while others may not, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to accept that not everyone will like us without taking it personally. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught, some things are within our control and some things are not. What matters is knowing the difference. When you encounter distant body language, it's important to focus on what you can control, your own behavior and emotional response. Don't let someone's discomfort or lack of engagement affect your self-esteem. Instead, approach these situations with grace and calm, knowing that their actions say more about their feelings than about your worth. Why people exhibit distant body language? It's essential to remember that distant body language isn't always about you. There could be several reasons behind someone's behavior. They might be having a bad day or dealing with personal stress. They could be naturally introverted or uncomfortable in social situations. Cultural differences may affect their comfort with eye contact or physical proximity. They might simply be preoccupied with other thoughts or worries. Understanding these possibilities helps you approach the situation with empathy rather than frustration. Everyone has their own emotional landscape, and their behavior is often a reflection of their personal experiences, not a judgment of you. Practical ways to respond to distant body language. Stay calm and grounded. When you notice distant body language, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's not a reflection of your value. Don't jump to conclusions. Their behavior could be unrelated to you entirely. Maintain friendly and open communication. Even if someone seems distant, remain polite and respectful. Sometimes your positive demeanor can ease their discomfort and improve the interaction. Respect their space. If the person appears uncomfortable with physical proximity, respect their boundaries. Give them space and avoid any actions that might make them feel pressured. Shift your focus to what you can control. Instead of worrying about how they feel, concentrate on doing your best in the situation. Whether it's a professional meeting or a social event, focus on presenting your authentic self. Practice self-compassion. If you find yourself feeling rejected or insecure, take a moment to acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Remind yourself that not every interaction will be perfect, and that's okay. Benefits of embracing Stoic principles in social situations. Reduce social anxiety. By accepting that you can't control others' reactions, you'll experience less anxiety in social interactions. You'll feel more comfortable being yourself, regardless of how others behave. Increased emotional resilience. Practicing Stoic principles helps you build emotional resilience. You'll learn to stay calm and composed, even when things don't go as expected. Healthier relationships. When you don't take distant behavior personally, you create space for genuine connections. People will appreciate your calm and non-judgmental approach, which can lead to stronger relationships. Finding peace in imperfect interactions. It's never easy to encounter distant body language, especially when it leaves you feeling unsure or disconnected. But embracing Stoic wisdom teaches us that we don't need everyone to like us. And that's okay. Like Michael from New York, you can learn to respond with grace and confidence, even when others seem distant. Instead of overanalyzing their behavior, focus on what you can control, your own actions, words, and attitude. Not every interaction will be perfect, but every moment is an opportunity to practice patience and inner peace. The next time you encounter someone avoiding eye contact or stepping away, don't take it personally. Approach the situation with empathy and calm, knowing that their behavior reflects their own experience, not your worth. Remember, peace and happiness come from within, not from others' reactions. By letting go of the need for approval, you'll discover the freedom to be yourself and enjoy every interaction, no matter how it unfolds. 3. They ignore what you say. Have you ever been in a conversation where the person you're talking to seems distracted or uninterested, often cutting you off or changing the subject mid-sentence? These experiences can leave you feeling disrespected or invisible, and it's easy to start questioning your own worth. However, Stoic philosophy offers us valuable insight. Don't seek validation from others. Instead, focus on what you can control, like how you communicate and express yourself. Recognizing when someone ignores what you say. There are a few common signs that someone might not be fully engaged in your conversation. They interrupt you frequently, or shift the conversation to a topic they prefer. They don't ask follow-up questions or seem distracted, such as looking at their phone while you speak. They change the subject abruptly, making you feel like what you were saying wasn't important. They offer generic responses like, "Oh, that's nice," without really engaging with what you said. These behaviors can feel dismissive and make you question your own communication skills. You might wonder, am I boring them? Did I say something wrong? But the truth is, how someone responds isn't always about you. People have their own reasons for disengaging, whether it's stress, preoccupation, or lack of interest in the topic. Sarah, a 30-year-old graphic designer living in Los Angeles, often found herself frustrated when talking to her best friend, Jessica. Whenever Sarah shared something exciting about her day, Jessica would interrupt and shift the topic to herself. Sarah started to feel invisible in the friendship, wondering if her stories were just not interesting enough. At first, Sarah tried harder, telling more exciting stories, asking Jessica questions, and even changing how she communicated. But nothing seemed to improve the situation. Sarah felt exhausted and disappointed, questioning the value of their friendship. Then, after reading about Stoic philosophy, Sarah had a shift in perspective. She realized that seeking validation from Jessica was only making her unhappy. Instead of changing herself to fit Jessica's behavior, Sarah decided to focus on how she communicated. She told herself, I can't control how Jessica listens, but I can control how I express myself. The next time they talked, Sarah calmly expressed how she felt, saying, I really value our conversations, but sometimes I feel unheard. Jessica was surprised. She hadn't realized her behavior was affecting Sarah. Over time, their friendship improved because Sarah chose to address the issue calmly and without seeking approval. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, teaches, we cannot control others, but we can control how we respond to them. When someone ignores or dismisses what you say, the natural reaction might be to feel frustrated or hurt. However, Stoicism encourages us to let go of the need for validation. Not everyone will engage with your words the way you expect, and that's okay. Instead of dwelling on how others react, focus on expressing yourself clearly and authentically. Whether or not someone listens doesn't diminish the value of your words. Your job is to communicate with honesty and kindness, regardless of how others respond. Why people might ignore what you say. It's important to remember that people's actions are often a reflection of their own circumstances. Here are some reasons someone might not listen carefully. They might be preoccupied with personal issues or stress. They could be naturally self-centered or unaware of how their behavior affects others. Social anxiety or discomfort might make it hard for them to engage in conversations. They might not be interested in the topic, but don't know how to express it politely. Recognizing these possibilities helps you avoid taking it personally. Everyone has their own emotional landscape, and their behavior isn't necessarily about you. Practical ways to handle being ignored. Stay calm and grounded. When someone seems disengaged, take a deep breath and remind yourself, their behavior doesn't define my worth. Avoid reacting emotionally in the moment. Express yourself clearly. If you feel comfortable, gently address the situation. For example, you could say, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I just shared. This opens the door for better communication without sounding accusatory. Let go of the need for validation. Remember, your value doesn't depend on how others respond. Speak because you have something meaningful to share, not because you need approval. Set healthy boundaries. If someone consistently ignores or interrupts you, it's okay to limit your interactions with them. Surround yourself with people who respect your voice. Focus on your intentions, not outcomes. Instead of worrying about whether people engage with you, focus on communicating clearly and with kindness. Your words have value, regardless of the response. The benefits of embracing Stoic wisdom. Greater emotional resilience. By letting go of the need for external validation, you build emotional strength. You'll feel more confident expressing yourself, even if others don't respond the way you expect. Healthier relationships. When you communicate with authenticity, without demanding a specific reaction, your relationships will become more genuine and respectful. Inner peace and freedom. Knowing that your worth isn't tied to others' approval gives you the freedom to be yourself and enjoy conversations without stress. Speak freely, without seeking approval. It can be disheartening when people ignore or dismiss what you say. But Stoic philosophy reminds us that we cannot control others, we can only control our response. Instead of seeking validation from others, focus on speaking with honesty and clarity. Your words matter, regardless of how others react. Like Sarah in Los Angeles, you'll find that shifting your focus from external approval to inner confidence brings both peace and empowerment. Whether people listen or not, your voice still holds value. The next time someone ignores what you say, remind yourself, I don't need their validation. I will speak my truth with confidence. You'll discover that freedom comes not from others' approval, but from trusting yourself. And that is the essence of living a Stoic life. 4. They aren't interested in your success. Have you ever shared exciting news, like a promotion, a personal achievement, or reaching a fitness goal, only to be met with a cold or indifferent response from someone close to you? Moments like these can leave you wondering, why aren't they happy for me? Or, did I do something wrong? It's natural to expect joy and congratulations from the people around us, but not everyone will react the way you hope. Stoic philosophy offers a powerful lesson here. Your happiness should not depend on the approval of others. Be proud of your accomplishments, regardless of external validation. When someone isn't genuinely happy for you, their behavior can manifest in subtle ways. They quickly change the subject when you share your good news. They offer a half-hearted congratulations or a generic response like, "That's nice." They don't ask questions or show curiosity about your achievement. They might even make dismissive or sarcastic remarks, downplaying the significance of what you accomplished. These actions can leave you feeling hurt and confused. You might wonder why they aren't more supportive, or question whether your achievement was even worth celebrating. However, their response often reflects more about their own emotions and insecurities than it does about you. We'll also share the story of John from Seattle, who discovered the power of self-acknowledgement and learned to celebrate his wins, even when others didn't. John, a 35-year-old software engineer from Seattle, had been working hard to earn a promotion at his company. When he finally got it, he was thrilled and couldn't wait to share the news with his close friend, Mike. However, when John told Mike, the response was underwhelming. "Cool, man. Anyway, did you hear about the new movie coming out?" At first, John felt disappointed and let down. He had hoped for more enthusiasm from his friend, but instead of letting this dampen his joy, John remembered something he had recently read about Stoic philosophy. He told himself, "My happiness doesn't depend on others. I worked hard for this, and I deserve to celebrate it." John decided to take himself out for dinner that night and reflect on his journey to this achievement. He realized that the value of his success didn't diminish just because someone else didn't acknowledge it. Over time, John found that self-celebration was incredibly empowering. It gave him the confidence to keep striving for new goals, regardless of how others responded. Be proud without needing praise. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, teaches, when you are delighted by your own progress, what need do you have for the approval of others? One of the core principles of Stoicism is to focus on what you can control. You can't control how others feel or react to your achievements, but you can control how you respond. If someone doesn't celebrate your success, that doesn't diminish its value. Your worth and happiness should come from within, not from external validation. It's important to understand that someone's indifference toward your success isn't always about you. There are several reasons why people may struggle to express happiness for others. They might be dealing with personal insecurities and feel envious of your achievements. They could be going through a difficult time and find it hard to feel joy for others. They may not understand the significance of your accomplishment or the effort it took. Some people simply have a competitive mindset and find it challenging to celebrate others' wins. Recognizing these possibilities can help you avoid taking their behavior personally. Everyone has their own struggles, and their reaction often reflects their inner world, not a judgment of your success. Practical ways to stay joyful without external validation. Celebrate yourself. When you achieve something, take time to celebrate, even if it's just with yourself. Treat yourself to something you enjoy, reflect on your journey, and be proud of your hard work. Acknowledge your effort. Remind yourself of the challenges you overcame and the dedication it took to reach your goal. Your effort matters, and you deserve to feel proud, regardless of others' opinions. Share with people who appreciate you. While not everyone will react the way you hope, there are people who genuinely care about your happiness. Share your success with them, and build relationships with those who uplift you. Avoid overthinking others' reactions. If someone doesn't show excitement for your achievement, don't dwell on it. Their reaction is beyond your control. What matters is that you recognize your own success. Focus on what you can control. Instead of seeking external approval, focus on the joy of personal growth. Achieving something meaningful brings intrinsic satisfaction, which is far more lasting than fleeting praise. The benefits of self-celebration. Increased confidence. When you learn to celebrate your wins without needing others' validation, you build inner confidence that isn't dependent on external factors. Greater emotional resilience. By letting go of the need for approval, you become emotionally stronger. You'll be less affected by others' indifference and more focused on your personal growth. More authentic relationships. When you stop seeking validation from others, your relationships become more genuine. You'll gravitate toward people who appreciate you for who you are, not just for what you achieve. Celebrate your success, no matter what. It can be disappointing when someone close to you doesn't show enthusiasm for your achievements. However, Stoic wisdom teaches us that happiness comes from within, not from external praise. Like John from Seattle, you can learn to take pride in your accomplishments and celebrate them fully, even if others don't. The next time you achieve something meaningful, remind yourself, I don't need anyone's approval to feel proud. I worked hard, and I deserve to celebrate. By embracing self-celebration, you'll discover a new sense of freedom and joy that isn't tied to others' opinions. Ultimately, your success is yours to enjoy. Whether others acknowledge it or not, you know the effort it took, and that's what truly matters. 5. They act friendly, but it's fake. Have you ever encountered someone whose words sound kind on the surface, but their tone carries a hint of sarcasm or passive-aggressive undertones? This type of interaction can leave you feeling confused and frustrated, making you wonder, are they really being nice, or are they mocking me? These moments can be emotionally draining, but Stoic philosophy teaches us an important lesson. Don't react emotionally to others' behavior. Instead, focus on staying calm and preserving your inner peace. Recognizing fake friendliness. Fake friendliness often manifests in subtle ways. Here are some common signs. Backhanded compliments, such as, "You look so good for your age." Sarcastic remarks disguised as jokes, like, "Wow, I didn't expect you to pull that off." Negative undertones, wrapped in seemingly positive language. A friendly tone that feels forced or insincere. These behaviors can leave you feeling invalidated and emotionally drained, making it difficult to respond appropriately. You may feel tempted to retaliate or confront the person, but doing so can escalate the situation. Instead, Stoic philosophy encourages a calm and measured response. We'll also look at the story of Emma from San Francisco, who learned to handle fake friendliness with wisdom and self-control. Emma, a 28-year-old marketing specialist living in San Francisco, often interacted with a coworker named Laura, who exhibited fake friendliness. Laura would frequently say things like, "I love how you always try so hard, even if it doesn't work out," accompanied by a smile. These comments, though polite on the surface, carried a subtle hint of criticism. At first, Emma felt irritated and confused by Laura's remarks. She wondered if she should confront Laura or try harder to win her approval. However, after learning about Stoic principles, Emma decided to take a different approach. She reminded herself, "I can't control how others behave, but I can control how I respond." Instead of reacting emotionally, Emma chose to stay calm and composed. When Laura made another backhanded comment, Emma simply smiled and responded neutrally, "Thanks for your feedback." By not giving Laura's words more attention than they deserved, Emma maintained her peace of mind and avoided unnecessary conflict. Don't react, stay in control. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Keep your peace within." When someone behaves with fake friendliness, it's easy to feel hurt or annoyed. However, Stoicism teaches us to detach from the emotions stirred by others. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back and remind yourself that their behavior reflects their inner struggles, not yours. It's helpful to understand that fake friendliness is often a coping mechanism. People may engage in this behavior for several reasons. Insecurity. They may feel threatened by your success or confidence. Social pressure. They want to appear friendly, even if they don't genuinely like you. Passive aggression. They may feel frustrated but don't know how to express their emotions directly. Need for control. They use subtle criticism to undermine your confidence while maintaining a polite facade. Recognizing these underlying motivations helps you avoid taking their behavior personally. It's not about you, it's about their own emotional challenges. Practical ways to handle fake friendliness. Stay neutral. When someone makes a backhanded comment, respond neutrally and calmly. For example, say, "Thank you for your input," without showing irritation. This disarms the person and prevents the situation from escalating. Don't seek validation. Remember, you don't need others' approval to feel good about yourself. If someone's friendliness feels insincere, don't waste energy trying to change their opinion. Focus on your inner peace. Remind yourself that your peace of mind is more important than others' behavior. Don't let fake friendliness disturb your inner calm. Set boundaries if necessary. If someone's behavior becomes too draining, it's okay to distance yourself. Surround yourself with people who are genuine and supportive. Practice empathy without absorbing negativity. Understand that people may behave this way due to their own struggles. While you can empathize, don't internalize their negativity. Benefits of handling fake friendliness with Stoic wisdom. Emotional resilience. By detaching from the need for validation, you become emotionally stronger. You'll feel more confident in your interactions regardless of others' behavior. Healthier relationship. When you respond calmly to difficult behavior, you set the tone for more respectful interactions. People will appreciate your composure and maturity. Inner peace and freedom. Letting go of the need to react gives you freedom from emotional turmoil. You'll feel more at peace, knowing that your happiness isn't tied to others' opinions. Keep your calm. No matter what, it can be frustrating when someone acts friendly but doesn't genuinely mean it. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control others, only our own reactions. Like Emma from San Francisco, you can choose to stay calm and composed, no matter how others behave. The next time you encounter fake friendliness, remind yourself, "I don't need their approval to feel good about myself. I will stay calm and focus on my peace of mind." By practicing self-control and emotional detachment, you'll discover a newfound freedom that isn't dependent on others' behavior. Ultimately, your peace and happiness come from within. Whether others are genuinely kind or not, you have the power to stay grounded and live with dignity and grace. 6. They keep canceling plans. Have you ever made plans with someone only to have them canceled at the last minute, again and again? Whether it's a friend, coworker, or someone close, constant cancellations can leave you feeling rejected or disappointed. You might wonder, do they really value my time? It's normal to feel hurt in these situations, but Stoic philosophy teaches us a powerful way to handle it. Accept rejection without taking it personally. Don't chase people who don't want to be in your life. Instead, focus on building relationships with those who do. We'll explore how to recognize patterns of repeated cancellations, understand how they can affect you emotionally, and most importantly, learn how to respond with joy and acceptance. You'll also read the story of Tom from Chicago, who applied Stoic wisdom to deal with canceled plans and found peace in letting go. Everyone cancels plans from time to time. It happens. Life can be unpredictable, and unexpected things come up. However, it's important to recognize when cancellations become a pattern. Here are a few signs that someone might not be prioritizing your time. They cancel last minute repeatedly without valid reasons. They don't suggest rescheduling or show interest in making future plans. They avoid committing to plans altogether. They offer excuses that seem vague or insincere. These behaviors can leave you feeling undervalued, wondering if your relationship matters to them at all. It's easy to internalize these cancellations and start doubting your worth. However, how others behave is not a reflection of your value, and Stoicism offers tools to handle these situations gracefully. Tom, a 33-year-old graphic designer living in Chicago, had a longtime friend named Mark. Tom enjoyed spending time with Mark, but lately, Mark had developed a habit of canceling plans at the last minute. Whether it was a dinner reservation or a weekend outing, Mark always seemed to have an excuse. Work ran late, or I'm feeling a bit tired today. At first, Tom felt disappointed and hurt. He wondered if Mark no longer valued their friendship. But instead of confronting Mark angrily or begging him to keep their plans, Tom decided to approach the situation with stoic wisdom. He told himself, I can't control who shows up in my life, but I can control how I react. Tom stopped taking Mark's cancellations personally. When Mark canceled, Tom didn't dwell on it. He made other plans for himself. He began inviting new people into his life and focused on building friendships with those who showed up willingly. To his surprise, Tom discovered that by letting go of expectations, he felt happier and more at peace. Accept rejection without personalizing it. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught, some things are within our control and some are not. Happiness comes from focusing only on what we can control. When someone cancels plans repeatedly, it's easy to feel hurt or wonder if you did something wrong. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that rejection is not about us, it's about them. People have their own reasons for not showing up, and those reasons often have nothing to do with you. Rather than chasing people who aren't prioritizing you, focus your energy on yourself and the relationships that bring you joy. Don't let someone's absence steal your peace. If they want to be part of your life, they will make an effort. If not, you are free to let go. There are many reasons why someone might cancel plans frequently. Understanding these reasons can help you avoid taking their behavior personally. They may be overwhelmed with work, personal issues, or stress. They could be struggling with social anxiety, making it difficult to commit to plans. They may not value the friendship as much as you do, even if they don't express it directly. Some people lack time management skills and unintentionally overcommit. While these reasons can be frustrating, it's essential to recognize that their behavior is not a reflection of your worth. Everyone has their own struggles, and their actions are often about them, not you. Practical ways to handle canceled plans with joy and acceptance. Don't take it personally. Remind yourself that others' behavior is beyond your control. If someone cancels plans, it's not necessarily about you, it's about their circumstances. Make backup plans for yourself. When you have plans with someone, always have a backup plan. If they cancel, do something you enjoy on your own. Go for a walk, watch a movie, or treat yourself to a nice meal. Set healthy boundaries. If someone constantly cancels plans, limit how much time and energy you invest in them. Prioritize relationships with people who show up willingly and consistently. Don't chase or beg for their time. If someone doesn't want to be present in your life, respect their choice. You deserve relationships with people who genuinely value your time and effort. Focus on relationships that bring you joy. Surround yourself with people who appreciate and value you. When you invest in meaningful connections, you'll feel more fulfilled, regardless of who cancels plans. The benefits of letting go of unreliable relationship. Emotional freedom. By letting go of the need for others to show up, you free yourself from disappointment and frustration. You'll feel more at peace, knowing that your happiness isn't tied to others' behavior. Stronger, more authentic relationships. When you focus on people who value your time, your relationships become more meaningful and fulfilling. Greater self-confidence. When you stop chasing unreliable people, you build self-respect and confidence. You'll learn to value your own time and energy. Embrace freedom and move forward. It can be disheartening when someone constantly cancels plans, but Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control others, only our own responses. Like Tom from Chicago, you can learn to let go of expectations and find joy in building relationships with those who genuinely show up. The next time someone cancels plans, don't take it personally. Instead, use the time for yourself or invest it in relationships that bring you happiness. Remind yourself, I don't need anyone's approval or presence to feel happy. My peace comes from within. By embracing this mindset, you'll discover that freedom lies in letting go of people who don't value your time. Life becomes lighter, happier, and more fulfilling when you choose to surround yourself with those who truly care. 7. They talk behind your back. Have you ever found out that someone you trusted was speaking negatively about you behind your back? Learning that someone you know has been gossiping or saying hurtful things can leave you feeling angry, betrayed, or confused. It's natural to wonder, why would they say such things? Or, what did I do to deserve this? While it's easy to become emotionally reactive, Stoic philosophy teaches us a more empowering way to handle these situations. Don't waste time trying to control what others think or say about you. Instead, focus on your own values and actions, the things that are truly within your control. Through the story of Emily from New York, we'll show you how to find peace by letting go of the need to control others' opinions. Discovering that someone has been speaking negatively about you can feel like a punch to the gut. You may notice this behavior through friends or coworkers subtly hinting that someone has said unkind things about you. A shift in the behavior of people around you, treating you differently because of gossip. Direct confrontation from someone who heard the rumors and believes them to be true. When these situations arise, it's easy to feel hurt or angry. You might feel tempted to confront the person spreading rumors or try to control the narrative by defending yourself. However, Stoicism encourages us to respond differently. Rather than focusing on others' words, focus on your own actions and inner peace. Emily, a 29-year-old graphic designer living in New York, found out through a mutual friend that one of her coworkers, Jake, had been talking behind her back. Jake had spread rumors about Emily being lazy and unreliable, even though Emily consistently met deadlines and worked hard. At first, Emily felt angry and betrayed. She wanted to confront Jake and clear her name, but after reflecting on Stoic philosophy, she chose a different path. Emily told herself, I cannot control what Jake says about me, but I can control how I respond. Instead of engaging in gossip or trying to defend herself, Emily focused on doing her best work and maintaining her professionalism. Over time, her consistent actions spoke louder than Jake's words. Her coworkers began to see through the rumors, and Emily's reputation remained intact, not because she tried to control others, but because she stayed true to her values. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously taught, we cannot control the opinions of others, only our own actions. When someone spreads rumors about you, it's easy to feel the need to defend yourself or correct the false narrative. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that other people's opinions are beyond our control. No matter how much we try to change others' minds, we cannot force them to see us the way we want to be seen. What we can control, however, is our own behavior. By staying calm, focused, and true to your values, you allow your actions to speak louder than any gossip. In the end, people will judge you by what you do, not by what others say about you. Understanding why someone might talk behind your back can help you avoid taking it personally. There are several common reasons why people engage in gossip. Insecurity. They may feel threatened by your success or confidence. Jealousy. They want what you have and use gossip to bring you down. Seeking validation. Gossiping about others makes them feel accepted or important. Lack of emotional awareness. They may not realize how hurtful their words can be. Recognizing that their behavior reflects their own struggles, not your worth, allows you to detach emotionally and maintain your inner peace. Practical ways to handle gossip with Stoic calm. Don't engage in gossip. When you learn that someone is talking behind your back, resist the urge to gossip about them in return. Stoic philosophy teaches that responding to negativity with negativity only fuels the fire. Instead, maintain your dignity by staying above the fray. Stay focused on your values. Rather than worrying about what others say, focus on living according to your principles. Your consistent actions will speak louder than any rumors. Let your actions speak for themselves. People will ultimately judge you based on your behavior, not gossip. Do your best work, treat others with kindness, and let your actions define you. Limit interaction with negative people. If someone regularly spreads gossip, it's okay to distance yourself from them. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and value genuine connections. Practice compassion, but set boundaries. While it's helpful to understand the emotional struggles that lead people to gossip, you don't have to tolerate it. Set healthy boundaries and protect your peace of mind. The benefits of letting go of others' opinions. Emotional freedom. By letting go of the need to control others' opinions, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. You'll feel lighter and happier, knowing that your self-worth isn't tied to what others think. Stronger inner peace. When you stop worrying about gossip, you'll develop greater emotional resilience. No matter what others say, you'll remain grounded in your values. More authentic relationships. By focusing on the relationships that matter, you'll build deeper, more meaningful connections with people who appreciate you for who you are. Let go and move forward with joy. It can be hurtful to discover that someone is talking behind your back. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control what others say or think. We can only control our actions and responses. Like Emily from New York, you can choose to stay calm and focused, letting your actions speak louder than any rumors. The next time you encounter gossip, remind yourself, their words don't define me, my actions do. By letting go of the need for external approval, you'll discover a sense of freedom and joy that no gossip can take away. Your value comes from within, and no one's words can change that. Surround yourself with those who appreciate and respect you. And remember, true peace lies in staying true to yourself. By letting go of expectations, staying calm, and finding joy from within, you can navigate these situations while maintaining inner peace. Letting go of expectations. One of the most important lessons from Stoic philosophy is this: you can't make everyone like you. Trying to please everyone will only leave you exhausted and disappointed. Instead of chasing approval from people who don't care about you, focus on the relationships that truly matter. When you accept that others' affection is beyond your control, you'll feel a sense of relief. Letting go of expectations allows you to channel your energy into what truly matters, those who bring joy and meaning to your life. Staying calm. Discovering that someone doesn't like you can trigger natural feelings of sadness or anger. But Stoic philosophy teaches us to remain calm. Remind yourself that others' emotions and thoughts are beyond your control. Ask yourself, does this really matter? If the answer is no, don't let it affect your mood. Instead of reacting negatively, calmly accept the situation. Staying composed and resisting emotional reactions demonstrates maturity and inner strength. Finding joy from within. Happiness doesn't come from others' approval. It comes from how you view yourself and your efforts. When you learn to appreciate yourself and what you've accomplished, you no longer need praise or acceptance from others. Ask yourself, did I do my best? If the answer is yes, then that's the success you can be proud of. Stoic philosophy encourages us to find joy from within and live a meaningful life based on personal values, not on others' opinions. In the end, it's not about changing others, but about cultivating your own strength and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Embrace this wisdom, and you'll discover that you are enough, with or without the validation of others. Don't forget to click subscribe to our YouTube channel, click like and comment. See you in the next video. Stay awesome, everyone.